Okay, how about a little update? So, since the last time I've shown the progress, put the plate in for the air compressor, tank, and compressor. Finished up realigning the rear end, getting this all boxed in. Back brakes are apart, parts are ordered. Ran the wiring front to back. Comes out of the frame, comes up, and it'll exit out here in the back, both sides of the lights, fuel pump. On the other side, ran the air lines 3/8 from the front to the rear. This will be the charge line for the gauges on the dash and the switches. This line is coming back to each airbag. I got to get a 45 over here to make it a lot neater. Yow, mosquitoes are biting. Sorry. So this will be on a 45 and be here. So I also ran those through the lines, through the frames. Utilizing, drilled them out and used a 3/4 inch. They're like a bushing, but they snap in. And then you can put your hoses through them. Just put ties there. I may come up with a bracket to come out here to hold this, to eliminate the ties. I made a battery box plate. That's the battery, and of course we're going to run the common ground on the frame, so I'll be able to hook the frame to the motor, and that'll be the ground for the starter, alternator, and all the other electrical functions on the truck. Let's see, what else have I done? So I still have to pull the transmission out, put a new clutch throwout bearing. I'm also modifying the cross member for the transmission to accept the 2 slots, one on either side, for the exhaust. I will be running the gas line and brake lines on the underneath on the frame exposed. I was going to put them also in the frame, but I wanted them out where I could repair them and watch for leaks, and I figured if I put them in the frame and they rubbed, maybe they would leak, and I didn't want that. So fuel pump is in, fuel tank gauge is in. This is all hooked up. The red wire will be running the fuel pump. I have a blue wire right here. The blue wire we're going to utilize for the gauge. So left, right, park light, stop, turn, fuel pump, and the gauge. Now, the only thing is I'm going to have to run a wire along the frame for the switch for the little compressor. I was going to run it inside, and there's just not enough room with all the airlines, and I had a heck of a time getting the airlines through. I finally had to run a wire, tape them, and pull them through. So the 7-wire cord exits here. The grommet, I'll push that in when I get the cab in. And then it'll run up in the cab across over to where the fuse box is going to be, which will be inside where the glove box used to be. So I'm trying to finish this up so I can get the paint on the frame. I am going to paint the frame and then maybe distress it a little bit, but I want to coat a paint on it so it doesn't completely rust. We have a lot of rain here, and to me that running rust on the ground everywhere I park is not too appealing. So I am going to paint the frame. I have started putting a satin black on it, and I guess that's where I'm going to head. So I still got to service the rear end, change the pinion seal, and that's about where I am. Of course, again, I'm going to cut the firewall out of this truck, use the firewall out of the blue cab to put back in here to get rid of all this stuff that happened over here, and work on some wiring on the inside, finish my floors up, gets the window glass back in it and regulators working, and set the cab back on, start wiring it up, and hopefully soon we'll hear a rumble and move on our own. Okay, thanks for stopping in, commenting. Enjoy the comments. hit the like button and subscribe if you would. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you.